All right, let's move on to our next topic. I haven't watched the 49ers this year. I have not been high on the 49ers. I've been pretty much crapping on the 49ers. They've been injured already to start. They have the weakest schedule in the NFL. I thought Seattle could be better than them, and I felt like definitely the Rams were going to be better than them. So I have not paid attention to the 49ers at all. Debo Samuel's not there anymore. You lost Ufunga, Dre Greenlaw. They've had a lot of guys leave. And they've mustered up 3 wins. Week 1, I don't know how they won that game. Brock Purdy just throws up a prayer in the back of the end zone. Tariq Woolen just act like he didn't want to play football and play the ball. So that was 1-0. They got a win last week with Mac Jones against the Saints. And then in this game, they played the Arizona Cardinals and ended up mustering up a win with the game-winning field goal. But in that process, their star player, Nicky Bosa, my man, Bosa Bear, Big Bosa, he tore his ACL. Absolutely just brutal. I think the news broke right now. Everybody's saying it is his same ACL on the same leg that he broke back in 20, I think it was 21 when he got drafted, or 2020. Cannot quite remember. I want to say it was 20. Let's see. I think this was Bosa's 6th year. Let's see. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, I think he was drafted in 20. So, yeah, he got drafted, tore his ACL his rookie year. No, he tore his ACL his 2nd year. He didn't tear it his rookie year. So he tore it in 21. He's made a Pro Bowl every year since he's been healthy fully. He has been arguably one of the best edge rushers in the league since he's been here. He was the one to pretty much get that big contract at $34 million. I want to say it was last year. And so far this season, he was off to a hot start. As my lower third states here, he was tied 2nd in the league for forcing 2 forced fumbles. He had 2 sacks, and he had 9 total sacks through 3 games. And his injury was pretty shocking and surprising. And I'm going to go back to the Brian Burns injury. When I was talking about the Brian Burns injury, Brian Burns pretty much had a weird hyperextension of his knee, and his knee kind of went sideways. You know, we know how brutal the turf is. Like, you have no give, so it forced his leg to bend outwards when he was coming back down. So I thought he could have had an LCL type injury, but, you know, Brian Burns ended up trotting onto the field. And I saw the replay of Joey Bosa getting hurt, and there wasn't no weird motion with the knee. I mean, it didn't cross the sagittal plane. You know, no type of weird hyperextension. It didn't cave inwards. Didn't go outwards either. So I was pretty like, how? I mean, he just done a normal pass rush. He got through the swim move. I think he was doing a swim move. And, you know, he tore his ACL, and it was weird during the game because Nick Bosa was doing high knees and things like that. He was getting ready to get back on the field, and you know, Nick Bosa was saying, and the doctors told Nick Bosa, like, man, you're good, you're fine. And Nick Bosa was like, nah, dude, this don't feel good. And he signaled off to his parents, and he gave him the thumbs down. We've seen the viral clip go around on social media. And it's very, very just crazy to see how athletes know their body. A guy like Nick Bosa who works out, we know how fit and in shape Nick Bosa is. He's an absolute specimen out there on the football field. He's built like an absolute Mack truck. I would hate to be running that way as a running back. My God, I do not want that dude to touch me at all. The dude is an absolute stud. Nick Bosa knew what happened. He was like, the doctor said, hey, you're good to go. Nick Bosa's like, nah, bruh. Hey, something ain't right with this knee, big dog. And they knew it. It's an absolute blow for the San Francisco 49ers, a team who's already 3-0. They got the easiest schedule, you know. They lost their game wrecker on defense. Hopefully Fred Warner can, you know, the Michael Williams, Fred Warner can mentor the kid, and hopefully he can turn into a great pass rusher, the kid from Georgia who they just got this year in the first round. Oh, man, that is a huge blow. The best player on defense. He's a game wrecker. He's a guy you game plan for week in and week out. Every single week, they say, where is 97 at? How are we going to get him out of our game plan on offense? Are we going to chip him? We're going to run ways away from his side? I mean, it sucks. The San Francisco 49ers themselves are a walking infirmary. Like, I don't get it. Do they need to fire their strength and conditioning coach? Whoever is in charge of the fitness and any type of kinesiology aspect for the San Francisco 49ers, we might need to look for new employers. Because holy cow, I do not understand for the life of me, how a team stays hurt. They don't even play on turf, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say Santa Clara Stadium. I think they have grass. Let me make sure. I think Santa Clara Niners Stadium grass. I think it is a grass field. Yeah. Notable teams like San Francisco have recently installed natural grass. They play on grass, so I don't understand for the life of me how they stay hurt. We have the names here. I have them written down. Juwan Jennings was out last week. And I think he weren't out last week. He was out just this past game in week 3. Brock Purdy, he's been hurt since after week 1. George Kittle got hurt in the first game of the season. Ayuk tore his ACL last year. Mac Jones, he's also hurt as well. He's got some things going on with him. And Michael Williams, the rookie that they just drafted, was on the injury report this week. When I was looking up their injuries, I'm like, what the crap's going on? Don't even let me forget McCaffrey. First game of the season, going into the first game of the season. Excuse me. Christian McCaffrey had a calf type injury, which is something that Christian McCaffrey has the whole time. We know how the calf injuries go in sports. If you have a calf injury, the likely of you getting a Achilles injury is very high. But for some reason, Christian McCaffrey is good to go. Hopefully he stays healthy for the rest of the year for the San Francisco 49ers, because, oh my God. If Christian McCaffrey or anyone, if McCaffrey gets hurt at any point, it's just like, yo, what is floating in the water out there in San Francisco? Like, what do we got going on? Like, they stay hurt. And this is another point that we can say as well. The 49ers, and I know we probably can't, this ain't even probably an argument. The 49ers Super Bowl window is closed. Let's just be real and be honest. It's closed. They had their chance with the Chiefs a couple of years ago. They were not able to capitalize on it. Everybody was healthy. You had Debo, you had Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy playing at a pretty elite level. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw. Even though I think that's the game. Dre Greenlaw tore his ACL in that game. You had Ufunga, Tre'Davious Ward, Lenore Ryan. Like, they had a good squad. And you got Nick Bosa getting another injury, season ending. George Kittle can't stay on the field. Even Brock Purdy, someone who you just signed to a contract, is hurt as well. It's very just, if I'm a 49ers fan, I'm heartbroken. Like, nothing can go right. They're pretty much in the same boat with the Dallas Cowboys when it comes to Super Bowls. They ain't touched one since 95. Been almost 30 years. Has been actually 30 years. And just can't do nothing right. They can't, and I say ultimately their Super Bowl window is closed with Brock Purdy and everybody in the whole ordeal, because everybody else in the NFC continues to get better. What if Caleb Williams and them gets it together? We see how good the Green Bay Packers are. We know they can possibly win one in the future. Minnesota, if J.J. McCarthy can be good. That whole NFC North is good. Let's not get started with the Eagles. We know Dallas now. They have 4 first-round picks. What can those turn into? Can they? That's all they're missing is a defense. If they can restock the defense with draft picks, they're going to be great. The Washington Commanders, there's just so many teams, and even in their own division with the LA Rams and the Seahawks. I mean, it's just the window's closed. They just can't stay healthy. it just sucks. I mean, you had a great start to the season. You're 2-0 with Mac Jones, a guy that everybody pretty much got rid of. The Patriots got rid of him. He went to I think last year he was on the Jaguars, and then the Niners picked him up this year. Mac Jones, he might be another reclamation project like Sam Darnold. You went to the San Francisco 49ers for a year. You get under Kyle Shanahan and that coaching tree, that elite type of offensive play calling, and you might turn, Mac Jones might be another stud. But man, it's just if you're a Niners fan, it just sucks. It sucks for Nick Bosa. Hopefully he can come back great. He tore his same ACL, so it's not like he's tore anything in his other knee. His other knee's still fine. I don't know which one would you rather do. I don't know if you'd rather tear your other ACL or tear the same one you already repaired. I don't know. I'm not a super expert when it comes to that, although I am studying kinesiology in college. But there's no like right or wrong answer to that type of statement. But absolute blow for the San Francisco 49ers. They'll be fine. They'll still possibly make the playoffs just because of how weak of a schedule they have. I think this week they have the Jacksonville Jaguars at San Francisco at home. So it sucks. I feel bad for Nicky Bosa. He's one of my favorite players to watch. He has a big fan of me. And sucks to see him go down. But San Francisco will be fine, and hopefully he can come back 100% next year. What do you guys think about that? I want to know all of your comments down below.